I'm sorry. The best part, you guys, Robyn had no idea that I was adding that in.
I was like, oh, great. We're using that now? Wonderful. Wonderful.
I couldn't help it. I was like, this is perfect. Like, she looks so cute. Because I hear it, and I wish I knew how to do like thought bubbles where it was like, what the hell is she doing? Why is she doing this? I'm super uncomfortable. This is ridiculous. Oh my gosh. It's so hot. Anyways, hi everybody. Hey y'all, welcome to the Marley Bird YouTube channel and the Marley Bird Facebook page. We're so happy to have you guys here. We have been working very hard behind the scenes on a variety of projects, but this one especially has been hot in the works literally since June. Robyn's been working on this one really hard. This really is her baby. I had little input, like I chose all 16 colors because I didn't want to choose colors. She laid all 16 out and goes, which ones? And I said, yes. That was literally the conversation. I was like, sure, all of them. So I had that part, and I was like, this is kind of what I am thinking of we should do. And she was like, okay. And then she just took the ball running from there. So this is very much her baby.
Let's be honest. Marley came to me and said, I want to do one of those gorgeous huge blankets where you start in the center and you go all the way out. And I said, no. No, I'm not doing that. And then she brought it up only about 100 more times. And I said, no, I've done 2 of those. They take 6 months to design. Like every single round is a different round. Every single pit is so much. And I was like, no.
So this was the compromise. This is what I got. I got mandala little hexagons. Are they hexagons? I haven't even looked.
They're octagons.
Octagons. And then you can build them all together. Everybody, we are here to tell you about our brand new course inside the Marley Birdhouse. This is more than a course, which is why we called it a masterclass. This is different than anything we've done before, and we really think you guys are going to love it. So just like the preview showed, that is a beautiful blanket. I actually have it right here that Robyn has designed and then put together a 33-page pattern that includes photo tutorials, stitch diagrams, and then of course the entire video tutorial content all housed inside the Marley Birdhouse. So we're here to tell you a little bit about the blanket, a little bit about Marley Birdhouse, and all the bonuses you will get if you purchase the masterclass. So if you're just like, hey, take my money, because we've had a couple people who are like, just take my money. Just tell me what you want. If you're interested right now, you could go to MonetCrochetBlanket.com and you will see all the details and be able to click and move through there. That's MONET crochetblanket.com. Otherwise, sit back, relax, join us. Everything will be there and be the same after this. So let's just have a little chat. All right, Robyn, I'm going to hand it over to you to kind of start it all off.
All right. Yeah. So this blanket came about just like Marley said. We wanted to do like one of those show-stopping Afghans that we all know and love. And yes, she loves the ones that start at the center and are intricate and have all those different pieces. And I've designed 2 of them and they've taken so much time. I mean, literally 6 months is probably not a lie when I say that. So I was like, okay, well, I can design ones that have, giant, because this is like the smaller size and it's giant, like giant motifs, and then combine them together. But yeah, she was 100% right. When we were picking out colors, I picked out like a palette, and then I'm like, hey, what do you think? And she 100% said all of them. So I went, oh, cool, cool. I can do that. Most things when it comes to Marley and me, she comes up with the idea and I go, I don't know how to do that. And so then it takes
That's a
me
lie.
forever.
That's a
Like,
lie.
I don't get it. And then it comes to be something. So the blanket is made up of 12 of these giant motifs, and then they're filled in with these filler motifs or little edges to get to the edge. And the whole concept is this heirloom blanket. This is not something that like you're like, oh, I'm gonna make this as for a baby, like a baby present. I mean, you can. That's a really nice person to do, but like this is a special blanket. These are for people who you really, really love. Like this is like a wedding present. Like when you think of like, because not only it's going to take you a while. This is not something you're going to get done in a weekend. This is not one of those type of projects. This is one of those, this is something special because like throughout all of the motif, none of the stitches, I should say, like none of these stitches in here are new stitches, but I definitely expand the boundaries of where you can put your stitch, how you put your stitch. Everything is layered. So not only does it feel great, like it has a great feel, because with a blanket, you want something cozy on you, but you also want that feel factor. Like you think of like when you're sick or something and you just want to hold it and feel it. That's what this has. There's not like back and forth and back and forth and back and forth where it doesn't have that feel. This has the feel. Like there's lots of things to touch and feel on here, which means that if you don't want to go as crazy as we did with 16 colors, if you want to do it in one, this blanket would still be stunning. It would still have all that texture. You don't need the color just to be every other color, if that makes sense. Like it's not stripes. We're using color not just for color. There's also so much texture in here. So like what happened was, let's be honest, what happened is we're like, oh, we'll design this and then we'll just get it out quickly. And big surprise with me, I just kept making it harder. So then so then it kind of like snowballed. It was going to be just a pattern. It was going to be just a pattern. And then I was like, oh, but I really need a video for this and that and that and that. And then became like 16 videos. And you're like, oh, this is something that I need to spend some time with so that everybody can enjoy the process. Because I don't know about you, like it's so frustrating when you see something stunning. You see one of those stunning blankets and then you get the pattern and it's like 5 pages. And I'm like, how is that stunning blanket 5 pages when you know that every single round changes and everything is different? Well, and I got frustrated when I was thinking about it because I was like, I want to be able to show everybody not only every single step that I'm doing, which we have a photo tutorial of every single round, but I want to show you, like, I want to show you every stitch that's going into here. I don't want anything to be left to chance. And that has a lot to do with my dyslexic brain, that I want to make sure that you can read it, see it on the stitch diagram, see it in a photo, and see me doing it and hear me do it. Like I want to make sure that in every way that this is not something that's going to be overwhelming, right? I want this to be something that, oh my goodness, anybody who likes to crochet can do, because I'm going to be there. Like I'm going to be there with my hands showing you every single step, so that nothing is left to chance. Like there will be nothing in here that there's no like, oh, and then you're just going to go do this. Like, not unless it's just all the same thing. Every part is broken down so you can see and have no questions about it. So that's how a quick idea snowballed into this masterclass, because once we got going, we were like, oh, well, we can keep going, right? Like, because we can show all of these motifs, because they're so gigantic, are all joined after you make them with crochet, because that's how I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it with crochet. But there's so many more ways to join it. So of course, then that snowballed. Like, well, this is how I joined it in the blanket, but you could join it this way. So those are added in the course, and you'll see as you go that it just, everything keeps snowballing. For instance, I'm holding up a whole different colorway because you may not want to do a 16 color colorway. I get that, but maybe you do. So I have in the class how to pick out 16 colors. Like, how would you physically think about it? We have that. And we have 2 different colorways that WeCrochet and us put together, that these are 8 different colorways. This one is the rainbow one. Big surprise. And this is like a more modern kind of colorway. And we talk about how that would work. Like because sometimes for me with projects, just coming up with the colors is the hardest part. So we really took a long time of just, how do you choose colors? How do you put them together? And you'll see in the course, we give you coloring pages that you can use to find your colors. There's so much, but I've been talking nonstop, Marley. You got to stop me. Now we can't hear you because you muted yourself.
That's right, which is funny because I was just fixing to make sure that there was sound on something else. While you were doing that, I was pulling up information so that way we could show it to everybody. Yeah. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to pull up the Marley Birdhouse so people can see exactly how this works. So in order to do this, I think I do like this. Yeah. And all right. Okay. So here is the why is it like that? That's strange, right? Like, and then I go away from it, it goes like that. Well, that's not gonna work. I don't understand.
It's okay. You can still see what we're looking at, so it's not terrible.
Okay, but when I go to click on it, it's not gonna work. So let me come back here. Let me come back. I thought it works. See, like you can see it was working, but I don't know why it switches like that. So we're just going to do a share screen. So let me just figure that out here for a second.
Okay.
See, I was trying really hard to keep everything all nice and ready to go. But
nice and tight. Yeah.
Just not wanting to work for me. All right, Marley Birdhouse. Here we go.
So a lot of events that we do are on our website. This one is going to be exclusively in the Marley Birdhouse.
Yeah.
So this is not a crochet along per se. There'll be people crocheting along with you, obviously, but this is a class. This is something like our Camp Color Work that you could take anytime, whenever you're ready. Yeah. To be adventurous, I guess.
So I'm logged in as an admin. So obviously you guys can see all the different courses I have in here in my Marley Birdhouse. But this is when you go there to purchase and you click on, I want to join, this is actually the sales page. So this will give you all the information you could possibly want when it comes to this course. So it'll look different if you're on mobile versus desktop, but anything you need is right there. And then that's where you will go to sign up. So I think I have to actually log in here. So I'm going to log in and I know I'm in it. Are you kidding me? See, I am batting 1,000 here. Give me a moment, everybody. We're going to go back to just Robyn. She's going to say hi. I was in there. Why am I not in there? Oh, I'm logged in under my other email address. That's why. Okay.
You can see like all the behind the scenes things that we end up doing. It's like crazy. But yes, so this is a class that's only going to be housed on the Marley Birdhouse. It will not be on marleybird.com. So it won't be on our website. It's just in our course selection. And it's a class. So besides you get the pattern, like I said, you're going to go through and get a course for every part of what we're doing. So it's more than just like a pattern with some video tutorials. It's really, we go in depth for every single thing, like I was saying, so you have no questions on what you're going to be doing. If you don't want that much, we do have the pattern for sale by itself. Right now, there's a big sale. So like you can get the whole course much cheaper than just the pattern.
There you are. All right, here I am. I'm logged in. I actually have access to my own product now. Here it is. So you can see when you purchase the product, which it's a lot cheaper than buying the standalone pattern. So not only is it cheaper, you get so much more when you buy the course. That's totally up to you though. You guys do what you want to do. I will also tell you the standalone pattern does not come with video tutorials. So if you want video tutorials, they're only in the course. Okay, so you would come in here, you'd click view product, and that will open you up to the main page where you get your welcome, and then you have 13 different modules. Now, you might be like, Marley, why are some of these still locked? That's because we don't want you to feel overwhelmed, especially in this time of year. We know it's coming up on the holidays. A lot of people are making a lot of different things. So I don't want you to come in here and be like, oh my gosh, I got all this information. I don't know what to do. So we're going to drip it out to you step by step over the month of October. Past October, it'll all be in there. Everything will be good. But as of right now, you would get in there. You have your introduction, your supply list. We help you choose colors, which we're going to talk about because we've partnered with WeCrochet, so there are color kits available. But the full pattern is already in there, ready to go. So if you're somebody who's like, I just want the pattern, it's all ready to go in there. You just want to have the video links until all of these are live. There's a $20 bonus coupon for my Ravelry store. So you actually will click on that and it'll give you the code that you would use on Ravelry to get $20 off of whatever patterns you want. There's also an exclusive Facebook group that is accompanying with the masterclass. And we also give you 4 more blanket patterns that are very popular patterns for us to give you more inspiration on what you could do as you learn these different skills that Robyn is going to teach you. So like just to show you what the full pattern would look like, if you come in here, click view module, you would click on this and it would download the full pattern. It should open up because I'm sharing a page. It's not going to show it to you. But it opens up into a new page. And so I can see the PDF. But this is what it looks like inside the birdhouse, you guys. Everything is put into one place for you. You can see that there's information about Robyn and myself. You can check out the introduction right here where Robyn is so cute. She just talks about, it's just adorable. I just want it. It's just cute. So you could check out the video and just go from there. I don't know. What else do you want me to say here?
Can you show a little bit of the PDF, especially the beginning part, the coloring page and
yes,
the colors?
let me pull that up and share that screen too, because then that will help.
Because like I was saying, the whole reason that we're dripping it is obviously we're releasing it today, and not everybody's going to have a million colors in your stash of any yarn. Oh, also, we designed it in 2 weights. So the blanket that's shown is in Brava Bulky, and then we also designed it in Brava Worsted. So that's like the WeCrochet's basic blanket kind of yarn. So you'll have options. So for instance, if you're using a different yarn, because WeCrochet tends to be on the thin side, you will have multiple ways of getting gauge, and it's a blanket, right? So like if you don't get perfect gauge, that's fine. Who cares? Your blanket's going to be slightly bigger. But like what we try to do with the colors is actually show you what they are, so that in my video about color, I'm showing you how those go together, because they don't look like they should go together type of things. And and how that all makes sense. There's a giant chart to keep you on track of every single row. What color am I using on that row? Because in the regular blanket, there's 3 different colorways within the original. So it's like, oh my gosh, what color am I using on this round? Well, we show you how. My favorite part is this, it's the coloring page. So when you're picking out your colors, like this is what I would expect you to be doing if you like started today, is go to the coloring page and pick out your colors. So we gave you a link so you could print it out as many times as you want, but you can color in, and I tell you how I designed it, because I look at them as like a section within the blanket of what colors should go together, and then because it's really hard to make 8 colors all work together. But it ends up being with this blanket, you only need like 3 colors to kind of work together at one time, and then they all tie together really nicely. But the coloring page is fun. Well, one, it's fun. Who doesn't like coloring? I mean, I love coloring. Thank you, Julia.
In all the good ways.
In all the good ways. But I found this to be most helpful for me. So I wanted to make sure that you guys had it too. But like, this is what, spend time with this blanket because you're going to spend so much time on it. We wanted to give you time to actually plan and think before. I mean, everybody wants to just dive into crocheting, and I get that. And that's why you have the full pattern right now if you wanted to dive in and kind of read about it beforehand. But we're going to piece it out. So like next week, all the videos for the main motif will come, which is a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot of work. It'll take time. Not that I'm saying that they're hard. Nothing that we've done, none of the stitches are hard. It's just a lot. It's a lot of crocheting.
Mhm.
It's not a little bit. It's a lot of crocheting. And we want to like, don't feel like you're like, it can feel overwhelming because there's so much information. So that's why it's kind of piecemeal the way it is.
Yeah. Did you see Sarah? Sarah and Mikey, I showed them the design and they were like, "Oh my gosh, that's gorgeous." And I was like, "Thanks, guys."
Thank you. She forced me to.
I know, right? That's not fair. I am getting over a cold, you guys, if you don't know. So you're making me lose my voice. I love
What's
the
even
coloring.
funnier about this is when I was designing it, I got to before the white part on here, like I showed Marley this part, and she's like, "That's great. It should be bigger. It needs another one." And I'm over here like, cool. I asked Brianna too because I was like, "Don't you think this is fine?" And she was agreed with Marley, and I was like, "Great." This is what happens when all of your friends are designers, and they're like, "You can do more."
Because guys, they're not small. Like, this is my head.
Yeah, Marley has the bulk. Yeah, hold that up again. Marley, that's the bulky weight, and this is the worsted weight. And like I was saying, WeCrochet is a little bit thinner. So like I would say like the bulky weight in Brava is more like Super Saver.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And this is lighter. This is on the very light scale of it. But what I wanted personally is I wanted a big blanket and I wanted to use a big hook. So the bulky uses a K and the worsted uses an H because I wanted a big blanket. So that's why I wanted the bulky weight because I wanted it big.
Right.
But like the weight of it feels kind of not as heavy as a weighted blanket, but it's like a comfortable, like it's
a hug.
hugging you.
It's
Yeah,
a hug for
I really
sure.
like that.
I do want to mention to people that you did include a schematic so that if you start to get lost about where you are on where things should go, the schematic is provided for you as well. And
Yeah.
then, of course, as Robyn does all of her instructions for this in particular, I'm just going to give you a brief peek. Not only are there written instructions, but she has a photo tutorial for each part of the way. So it is, guys, I'm telling you, other than having her coming and sitting down to help you how to do things in person, there's nothing more we could give you.
Well,
Like everything you need.
Like I was saying earlier, I really didn't want anything to be left to chance. I really wanted this to be a successful project for you, and something that you could come back to time and time again. Because there's nothing worse than starting a project and then putting it down and coming back and you're like, I have no idea where I am.
Right.
I didn't want there to be any questions.
I don't want to give away the whole motif here, but I did want you guys to see, like, yes, the stitch diagram is provided, and yes, it's crazy. It's crazy in all the good ways.
Yeah, but take a breath. Like, we definitely go through every bit of how to read it, and so that your brain doesn't go, nope, just toss that out the window. I'm not using that. That looks crazy.
That's so funny to me. So I do want to talk about the fact that when you take this course, you are going to learn some new stitches or new ways to use stitches that you might already know. We're going to talk about the stitch diagrams, just like we spoke about right there. Let's talk a little bit about joining, because one of the things that was talked about in the Marley's Minions group was they didn't want what you made. They wanted what I was suggesting about one big one. But I was like, what if we did it as a join as you go? Not that this one was join as you go, but what if we made it so you could make it join as you go? And people are like, that is amazing. So I want you to kind of briefly talk about that a little bit.
Yeah. So what I was saying earlier is that, yeah, all of these are individual motifs. They're all individuals because they're big. And because I was thinking in my brain, I think the easiest way to make these is to make, as you'll see as I divvy it up in the sections, is to do like it's section by section by section and do all of them at once. So do all 12 at once. And I'm thinking about it like, oh, if you're going to your kids' sports game or whatever, it's a lot easier to have that along with you. And when it comes to join as you go, it's fantastic. As you know, it's like my favorite thing to do. I do it whenever I'm doing motif. But with these, they're so darn big. And I just kept thinking, you're going to have like this huge thing on your lap. I found it easier to make all of these, then join it. But in the course, I go through all of the different ways that you can. So this is, and obviously in the course, I did all different colors. This is the filler motif, would be the same colors as your main. This is just because it was in the course. So I talk about how to get a very similar seam, but to do it join as you go. And then we talk about crazy ones, like what are other crazy ones? So we talk about all sorts of different joins, not maybe for this blanket, but that you could use on any blanket, any granny square blanket, anything that has a motif, just so that there's more to it. There's so much more to do, and why not? It's the way our brains work. So why not show you? We go through like 7 other of our favorite joins that you could try to do.
Yeah, because I mean, so I've talked about this a little bit. Like as an adult, like I realize how ADD I am, and it's very difficult for me to stay very focused on just one thing, in the sense of, yes, I have hyper focus, but when I'm doing something, I'm very much like, what else could I do? Or look at all this stuff I could do with this. And I overcomplicate things in my own head because I want to make sure that I'm giving as much information as possible for people so that they can make decisions on their own. Like, I'm like, there's so many possibilities. Like, I love having possibilities. So with Robyn and myself, we really try and give that out there to everybody in all of the courses or knit alongs or crochet alongs or everything that we do. We try and give out so many possibilities. So I think that is awesome. I do want to talk about WeCrochet. So, wow, my brain just fried. Just, you know what? I said WeCrochet, which made me think of Julie Desjardins, who has, accrochet. So I'm like, WeCrochet. I don't know. That was where my brain. WeCrochet. We've partnered up with Caitlin and WeCrochet to come out with some exclusive kits. So Robyn reached out to them and was like, hey, we're putting together this blanket. It is a showstopper. I know that our audience is going to want a little bit of help getting these colors together. Any chance you want to put together a kit, maybe they could put it at a discount. And they were like, absolutely. What if you did some that are less than 16 colors too? And so Robyn was like, All right, I suppose. So she put together, carefully curated 2 other kit options with just 8 colors. So if we go and take a peek at WeCrochet here, just so you guys know, I have provided, excuse me, an affiliate link inside of the course and inside all the information when we link to the kit. Please use that affiliate link because that's how we actually can get paid from the kit also. So using your kit, sharing is caring. So if you use that affiliate link, it'll take you to this beautiful page where it's essentially putting together all of the colors of the blanket and giving you different options. So you come here, it says choose your kit. So let's just go to the original one to begin with. I clicked on original. It is $123.69 full price. They have it marked down 20% off and $98.95. And that sends you everything you need. So it's everything Robyn used to make this actual sample blanket.
Yeah.
So this is everything they're going to get in the bulky weight, right?
It's all in the bulky weight. And it's a lot. I mean, it's expensive because it's 16 different colors. I mean, it's a lot. You need this is not a little, you need a lot of yarn.
This is an heirloom masterpiece project, you guys.
Well, and you just need a lot of yarn. So even the 8 colorway uses a ball less yarn. That's why it's slightly less, because you're repeating your colors more. So you do end up with a couple half balls when you're doing it. You'll end up with less when you're doing the 8 colorway one. And the 8 colorways, all the main motifs will be the same colorway. It will still be really pretty. Yeah. And it's very hard not to want to do them in those colorways because they're going to be very, very pretty.
So I put together some really cute like graphics to show all the colors. I'm going to pull those up real quick because I think they show it better than the way the website shows.
Yeah.
Not to be mean, not trying to be mean. I just want to show you guys.
Yeah. Just because you can't tell what it would be.
Yeah.
But don't worry, in the pattern, it shows you what each motif would look like in the different colorways, which the other reason we did it is so that it can help you when you're picking out your colors, that you can go, I don't like that, but I like that. So it's much easier for you to quickly pick out colors.
So I think this shows you a little bit more of what exactly you're getting into. So clearly this is our main image at the top, but down here you can see all the original 16 colors in the kit, and I put a sample of what one of the motifs would look like with that, right? And then over here we have the modern kit, which they called the black and white kit, and the reason they call it that is because of the border color, because that's really what's gonna stand out the most on your blanket. Like, look, if you look up here, you guys, you can see all those colors, right? But the green, that dark forest deep green, is what really stands out, is predominant in the piece. So in the modern color kit, that would be white and black. All right, so that's why that would be called the white
stand out
cream, or the cream and black. But this is an example of how you could put those colors together for that. The rainbow color kit, which of course we had to do rainbow. This is an example of how you could put together those colors, and this really has, excuse me, that dark navy and the pink coupled up, which would be the main body of your.
Which will happen is with the rainbow one is the navy will be the background, and then those motifs will be these bright pops and really make your brain think that it's all rainbows.
Yeah,
so pops of rainbow. So
it'll look really cool. Now, Robyn, do they have to use these colors?
No.
Guys, there are no rules except weaving in your ends. And don't crochet over your ends. Oh my God, please don't do that. Don't do it. Especially if you're going to put all this work in. I don't care what Robyn says. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Please don't do it. Please just crochet or like weave in your ends. Don't crochet over them.
What I will say.
Don't tie a knot. Oh.
Is this blanket is not one of those blankets that is like, oh, just go throw it in the washing machine type of blanket. Like, this is something that you're going to need to take care of because the stitches are so three-dimensional and so extra is the only thing I could come up with, is that this is something that you're going to need to, it's not something that you're going to love it, but it's going to take a little bit of extra care with it, no matter what kind of yarn you use. So when it comes to weaving in your ends, you're really going to want to make sure you do a good job of it, because it's not something you want coming apart.
Yeah, it's very textured, very textured. So one of the questions that I did get over in the Marley's Minions group is, could somebody purchase this masterclass and then purchase a kit and then put the two together and give them away as a gift? The answer is yes. For on our side, for the masterclass, if you purchase the masterclass, then just reach out to us and we'll get everything situated when you give the gift, so that way the person that you're giving it to can have their own login to the Marley Birdhouse. Now, just the caveat to that, you can't share the course. So you can't buy it for yourself, be like, oh, I'm going to gift it, but I'm going to stay in it too. No, you'll lose your access. You're giving it to somebody else. So you can absolutely purchase the masterclass, reach out to our customer support team. They're amazing. And then you could get the kit from WeCrochet, any of them, get that, and then have that to wrap up, and then put, the sheet, the email that you get sent on how to access the course, you could put that in there and give this as a really awesome Christmas present. Like, this is a really great way to this is a great way to give all those blankets for Christmas without having to make them.
Well, it's a really nice gift. Let's be honest. It'll be like $125. It's a really, really nice gift. And it's really hard to find a really nice gift for crocheters in your life. Like, we're hard because we're very picky about what we like and what we want. And it's not just like anything.
And this is way more than like some of those kits you get from some other companies, in that you are getting this entire masterclass from us. A Facebook group to get help in. You have the stitch diagrams, you have the coloring sheet, you have all of the video tutorials, you get the extra patterns. Like, it is a ton of stuff in there. So this is a jammed packed course. We have somebody asking a question about that block behind you, which is very interesting. There it is. That's the Moogly block that we recently did, the mosaic tile block. Do you want to talk about that?
Was it last week?
Last week.
So that block is free on our website. It uses similar techniques. It uses one similar technique. But
it's link so I can share.
It's free on our website, and we have a video for it. It's a really fun block to do. And personally, I think it would make a fantastic pillow, but that's just my own 2 cents. That's a free pattern on our website.
I need a new pillow. I need a new pillow back there. Did you see? I don't know if you can see because I'm not on the screen with you, but can you see my my Louisa doll?
I do.
So John bought that for me. So John, when we were at Disney, I'll give you a quick little story. When we were at Disney, he and Alora went to Disney Springs, the like outdoor mall area together. Yeah, you and I were on the phone. You and I were working on this as they went to do that. So when they went to the Big World of Disney store, and when he came home, he brought me a new sweatshirt that has Encanto, the whole Madrigal family in it. And he knows that I love Louisa. And so he bought me a doll. My husband bought me a doll. He also bought me like a wristband that has Louisa on it. Anyways, I'd share that because it's adorable, because he's adorable. All right, so I'm putting the link to the square that we just talked about in the comments, in the live comments. It's also like Robyn said, there is a video tutorial right here on the Marley Bird YouTube channel
for the block.
For the block.
For the block.
Yeah, not the class, the block. And just while I have you guys here, I just want to mention, if you are inside YouTube, make sure you check and be sure that you are clicked in as a subscriber and that you're getting all the notifications. We recently did a big poll and questionnaire thing in my Facebook group asking if people are even hearing about my YouTube channel, and they're finding that they are no longer getting notified at all. So they didn't think I had any videos out. So I want to make sure you guys are locked in. And if you haven't yet, hit subscribe and like this video. So there's that. Yes, my husband, he's a gem. He's a gem. By the way, I love her. Have you watched her videos? She's awesome. I love her. She's
Aw.
awesome. Okay, so that's that.
I did see one other question, and they were asking, can you use scraps? Absolutely.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
I mean, this is totally your own. You can make every single motif a different motif, without a doubt, and use all the scraps that you want. I would just use like one main color. Like I would buy all the same color balls for the main colors, so it just ties it all together.
Yeah. So for us, you guys, this is one of those courses that is going to be right up there with Camp Colorwork for us. This is going to be a staple course inside the Marley Birdhouse that we're hoping people will come and take and see the type of products we produce, the patterns we produce, the video quality we produce, the external content, the bonus content that we give. Because we really, I stand behind this wholeheartedly. I feel like on the internet, when it comes to what we do, we are at the top of our game. We're doing really great things over at the Marley Birdhouse, and this is a prime example of it. We didn't hold back. Side note, we were going to try and push this out as quickly as we could in July, and it wasn't ready. And Robyn and I had a discussion. It's like, it's not ready. We want this to be ready.
It was just so, I just felt it in my heart. And I was like, I just can't. This needs more.
Yeah.
This is not just a 30-minute video that we normally would do with a pattern. Like this needs more.
This is a really great question, and I don't know the answer to it. So I'm hoping that Caitlin or somebody from the WeCrochet team can help us out. I'm assuming you can. You probably have to pay extra for the shipping. If not, I would look at like Love Crafts or the Sirdar, and check out some of their yarns, because they would be really good for sure. I don't know why that clicked on there. So here you go, Julia to save the day. There you go. So she's saying she believes that they do. You need to check with them. So there you go. Anyways, I was going to say, I love this blanket. I'm really glad we waited on it to be released, because I feel like it's perfect, especially this time of year. Because a lot of you have a decision, right? You could like, okay, I'm going to get it now. I'm going to make it. I'm going to have it ready to go for Christmas to lay on my sofa, or have it out there, or give it as a gift, or do whatever you want. Or you could be like, you know what? I'm going to get this because it's a great price, and knowing that I don't have to tackle it right now. I could tackle it in January, which, side note, I'm trying to talk Robyn into doing a crochet along in January for it, but the price won't be that low in January. Just letting you guys know, it'll be more expensive in January, but I'm trying to talk her into it. But this is a great chance for you to learn different skills that you can expand on and create more stuff here as we're coming into these last 3 months of the year, which are going to be jam-packed with more stuff from us.
And exactly what you were saying is like, this is something that you will probably want to buy now, just because it's $21. It's $21 for the whole course. Like, it's very reasonable, and that has everything to do with Marley and I just can't make it more expensive. Not in my heart. Like, I want you to have this information, I guess is the best way to say it. Like, it's just like when we release Camp Colorwork or Crochet Socks, we want you to have this. Like, this is something else I want you to have. And so I want to make it at a price that everybody can have it. And then you can buy your yarn or get your yarn whenever you want. And it's something that I would 100% sit down with in the winter when I have not a lot going on, because fall can be really busy, but you might not have a lot going on in the winter, and be like, oh, now I'm ready to tackle a new class and I have it all ready to go.
Yeah. It'll be there for you. Yeah. So yeah, this price, it's $21, you guys, right now for a limited time. You'll notice there is a countdown on the sign-up sheet for 6 days, almost 7 days, but a little less than 7 days. We have it for $21. Then it will be going to regular price. Just so you know, this is less than 50% off of regular price, and it's almost 98% off the total like estimated value of the entire course, it will never be this low again. It will never be below 50% again. So this is the lowest you'll be able to get this course. As soon as you sign up, you will receive an email with your invoice. Then you receive another email with all the instructions on how to get into the Marley Birdhouse. If you're already a member of the Marley Birdhouse and you're using the same email address to purchase the course as you use for the Marley Birdhouse, it will automatically be put into your house, so you won't have to stress about things, and everything is good to go. Go ahead.
One caveat.
Mhm.
Look at the patterns that we gave you, the extra 4 patterns, before you use your coupon.
Yeah. That's a good, yes.
Because they are patterns. Use your coupon on the things we've already given you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would.
And I will also say, because I had this situation happen a while ago, but if you use your coupon and then you come back within the 5-day guaranteed money back time frame, you voided your guarantee. If you've used the coupon, you've voided your guarantee. Does that make sense? Like, you can't be like, oh, I'm going to sign up to get the coupon, buy the patterns, I'm just going to get my money back. Come on. Like, you voided it. So just so you know, we will know. But that kind of brings up the fact that there is a 5-day money back guarantee. So as you purchase the course, you get in there, you start checking everything out, and you're like, you know what, this is more than I can handle, or maybe it's like, oh, it's overwhelming, or just for whatever reason it is. It doesn't matter.
We don't care. We don't care what the reason is.
Whatever it is.
You need your money back.
Just let us know. We'll give you your money back.
We don't care.
But do not use the coupon. Otherwise you won't get your money back. I want to talk about the WeCrochet kits because those are exclusive and they're limited time. So while supplies last, they have those kits. I don't know how many they've made. I would tell you if I knew how many there were. I don't know how many, but they are there until supplies run out. So if you're interested in a kit, I would get it sooner rather than later. But it's totally up to you. And just to make sure everybody's clear, you do not need a kit to do this. You could use your own yarn. You could use scrap yarn. You could go to the store and put together your own palette. You could fill out your coloring sheet and go figure out what you want. There are so many options, but we did
remember the kits are bulky weight.
Yes.
So you could buy the exact same color weight in worsted weight. And it's not a kit.
Yeah.
Just so you know, like it's one of those like, use what you want.
Yeah. And if you use our affiliate link, even if you go and choose all the worsted weights, that helps us too. It's really great. It's really awesome. So having said all of that, I'm going to play our outro one more time. You get to see Robyn underneath this huge blanket because it's awesome.
It was miserable. Let's just say we filmed that when it was 90 degrees out.
It was the start of, was it August? The start of August?
I don't remember.
I don't know.
All I know is I was like, are we done yet?
It was so
you got what you need. All that goes to show is Marley needs to be the model because she could have the lovely look on her face. I have the look on my face of like, get me out of here.
It just cracks me up. All right. So just one more time, we made it really simple and it has its very own URL, MonetCrochetBlanket.com. That's where you're going to go to find out all of the details. And it is this low price of $21 for 7 days.
There's a really good note.
There's a note?
Yeah, hold on.
Okay.
They have a discount right now if you buy 10 or more balls. So if you buy it, go through our link to the kit, get whatever you want, and then you get a discount. Like, so use the discount.
Oh, that's huge. There's the link again, just so everybody knows what it is. That's so you get even more of a discount. That's awesome. That's awesome.
I'm just saying.
Hey, have fun. All right, guys, I hope to see you in this class. Don't forget to join the exclusive Facebook group. It is not the Marley's Minions. It is the Monet Crochet Blanket Facebook group chat. So you definitely want to join that as you're part of the class. See you guys there. All right, so I'm going to come to me and we're going to come to this.